Alright, so now you have gone through a series of videos where you've looked at the 7 developmental stages with respect to looking at it through the eyes of the cherry saboteur and the developmental stages as they interface with each of those areas of concern. The last area of concern that is going to take us through actually the next couple of weeks is also the 3rd stage of recovery, and that is looking and exploring your spiritual belief system. Now for some, that's going to be indoctrinated into your religious belief system. Some of you grew up by belonging to an organized religion and that resonates with you. And that's going to be your spiritual pursuit. It's going to be within those doctrines. For others, you may have been raised in that kind of environment and found in later life, in young adult life, you rebelled against that. It didn't resonate with you. And you longed for more of a spiritual belief system rather than a religious doctrine. And so you pulled away, and you may be exploring that. Some people just rebelled against organized religion, and you've never found your way back to some sort of spiritual belief system that resonates with you. I encourage you to keep looking, because it's my experience and my belief that each one of us has not only the honor, the privilege, but also the responsibility to ascertain what our most profound connection with the power greater than self is. What is your connection with Source Self? The reason that's so important is because every experience you have had in your lifetime, every experience you had in childhood, maybe some exceptions, but almost always, those experiences hold the blueprint for what you came to this planet to resolve. Now, if that's not part of your belief system, if you don't believe in reincarnation, if you don't believe that your soul charted this course, then probably the next 10 to 12 days are not going to hold that much interest for you. But if that's part of your belief system, then once we have dealt with our addictive behaviors and we have arrested them, and we've learned how to live our life with feeling by healing the wounds of the child within, who are the personification of our feeling states, then we are ready to move towards that spiritual expansion. So today's EFT sequence is just going to begin to get your adult self ready for that exploration. If you have resistance to this, honor it. Don't explore if it's pushing you beyond your comfort zone. If you feel inclined to neutralize that and work with it, and recognize that it's fear-based, not belief-based, then you may want to pursue it. You may want to explore it. What's the difference between that? Your inner belief is what you have to be true to. And if reincarnation and law of attractions and topics such as this do not fit into that paradigm, you don't want to go there. But if it's a reaction, if it's based on fear, if it's based on shame, if it's based on anger, then it is a dysfunctional relationship, a maladaptive relationship with your spirituality, and you want to start cleaning it up. So this EFT sequence is going to address that. Tomorrow we begin to look at the 7 developmental stages again, and we interface that with your spiritual pursuit. The day after that, we do a meditation that actually was recorded a couple weeks earlier when I was dealing with the polarizations, but it felt like it was a better fit with this part of the series, where we will look at balancing the human and higher self. And then I'm going to go into a whole nother domain of this, which has to do with my book called Which Lifetime Is This Anyway? But I'll talk more about that a couple of days down the road. Alright, so I invite you to join me with this EFT, and we're going to neutralize any adult resistance to dealing with fear, shame, or anger with respect to your spiritual pursuit. Even though I am not real comfortable exploring my spiritual pursuit, and there is a charge on it, this does not have to do with my belief system. It has to do with a maladaptive disruption whose origin is shame, anger, or fear. Even though I have that reaction, I choose now to open that door. I choose now to work with those fearful parts of self, angry parts of self, shameful parts of self, so that I can pursue the spiritual course of my choice. So even though I may have parts of me who are really frightened of this pursuit, I'm willing to work with those frightened parts. Not push them beyond their comfort zone, but work with them until they're comfortable pursuing this as a complete soul. Have some disparity, fear, anger, shame, confusion, discomfort, unknowingness, not sure how I feel, or I have a part of me who really needs to be neutralized. He or she doesn't want to have anything to do with the spiritual pursuit, with defining my values, with looking at what gives my life meaning. But the bigger part of me wants to move forward. The bigger part of me does want to open this door. I want to pursue my spirituality. I want to identify my value systems based on my authentic self. I want to give my life meaning. I want to find the meaning of my life. I want to look through the lens of my soul so that I can operate with a value system that resonates with all aspects of me. Body, mind, heart, and soul. I am so ready to work with all the different voices within. All those inner children, or the aspects of my soul, who may be operating in fear, shame, or anger. I am ready to move forward. I am ready to embrace everything about my spirituality so that I can bring into coherence my heart, my mind, and my soul. I choose this direction now. I open the door. I am willing to get the support. I am willing to reach out. I am not alone. I can draw on the support of others. I can join groups. I can contact someone to work with me. I have choices, and I choose to operate from that sense of empowerment now. Thank you, thank you, thank you. So just kind of work with that. Now that's opening the door, and what you're going to want to do is make a list of any of the reactions that you have to opening the door to exploring your spiritual pursuit, and that's going to give you the information as to which inner voices, inner selves you need to work with. Tomorrow's video will help you take this a step further. So until then.